So, JoJo Part 6 got its conclusion animated, and it was pretty good. Still not quite sure why people considered Part 6 to be bad, but I don't know, I haven't read the manga, so what do I know? Anyway, I'm making Anasui today because I thought it was pretty neat, and I want his clothes. So, I'm gonna go do that now. Video.
So similar to Gyro, I'm going to start with his pants. To start, it's nothing special, I just made a pair of white pants, but then I cut them into a nice pair of thigh highs and booty shorts. In Stone Ocean, Anasui is wearing something more akin to a thong, but I'm good. I think I'll just stick to the booty shorts, thanks. Anyway, after hemming the edges, I made up some strips, which took far longer than you'd expect. Then after playing around with them for a little while, I managed to get a pattern that looked pretty decent. I also added a zipper to make getting the pants on and off again a little bit less destructive. After all that, I started on the shirt by cutting out the back from a nice piece of brown pleather. After sewing and hemming it, I then spent the next 3 days making some green strips. Well, granted, that was mostly my fault, but 3 days! Anyway, after laying everything out flat, I then interlaced them, pinned them, and glued the whole shirt together. After adjusting the fit of the shirt a few times, I then clipped it to a flat board and added some tape. With a pencil, I then tried my best to sketch up the logo that all the prisoners have on the back of their clothing. Then I refined it with a black marker and cut it out. A few layers of light brown paint later, I was then able to peel off the tape, and I was left with a semi-okay logo thingy. And to finish off the shirt, I then made those weird foot things that Anasui has. I made them out of EVA foam because the stuff's pretty light, and also it was just the quickest way to make them. I then wrapped them up in some nice purple fabric because I don't have any pink paint left, so this will have to do. Oh, and I also glued some golden button things. With the shirt all done, we can now move back to the pants, kinda. So a lot of characters in Part 6 have this weird thing where like their pants and shoes are like one solid thing, so I thought I'd give that a go. I found a video that walks you through how to actually make shoe covers, so if you want a better explanation, go watch that one. There's a link down below. So the basic idea is you want to cover up your foot whilst wearing the shoe in glad wrap and duct tape. But I didn't have any glad wrap, so I just used alfoil. And I also didn't have any duct tape, but shut up. Anyway, once you've done that, you can then draw a line down the front and back, and also around the sole of your foot. Then after a little bit of cutting and a little bit of sewing, you've got yourself some white shoes. Isn't that dandy? Now this is the part where I would have gone on to show you me making the skirt, and then me making the hat, but I forgot to record that. Yay. You know, this kind of reminds me of how you forgot to subscribe. That's a lot of blood. Oh. Well anyway, that's it. Anasui is now kinda done. The wig for it hasn't arrived, so just pretend that this one is pink. And I don't know, maybe when it arrives I'll post a picture on the community tab of the actual finished suit. Anyway, did you know that 9 out of 5 dentists think that toothpaste is made from real teeth?